Hi everyone, welcome back. Now we're going to talk about that case I mentioned a few videos back about what happens when a equals 0 or b equals 0 in the equation ax plus by equals c, which is the general form of a line. So let's look what happens when a equals 0. Well, when a equals 0, we get 0x plus by equals c. And so notice that this just becomes by equals c, and we get just y equals c over b. And this c over b is just a number. So we're just going to call it k. So if y equals k, then it doesn't matter which value of x, y will always equal k. And this turned out to be a horizontal line. So if I draw this on a graph, so here is the x-axis, here is the y-axis, a line of the form y equals k looks like this, for example. It's just a horizontal line. And the reason, I'm going to tell you a trick about horizontal lines. You know it's y equals k because it will cut through the y-axis at k. So for example, if we have the equation, let's change colors, y equals 2, and let's draw this carefully now, since we actually have concrete numbers. So here we go. Here's our graphs, here's my x, here's my y, and let's say my scale is every 2 boxes this time is 1. So my equation y equals 2 is going to cut through the y-axis at 2, and it's a horizontal line, so it looks like this. Y equals 2, so it cuts through the y-axis at 0, 2. So where the y-coordinate is 2. So let's look at the other case. Let's get rid of the grid and turn on the color, or turn the color off. So if b equals 0, then we get ax plus 0y equals c, and so we just get ax equals c, so we get x equals c over a. And again, this is just a number. So we usually think of these as equations of the form a equals h, where h is just a number. Again. And so when you draw these, we actually get vertical lines because it doesn't matter what value of y we put in, we always get x, or we always get h back. So here's x, here's y, and let's draw in red our nice vertical line. There we go. So let's look at a concrete example and draw it carefully just to make sure we got this. So let's look at x. Let's look at x equals -3. So turn on the grid. And here we go. Here's our grid. And here is -1, here is +1, so here's -2, and here's -3. So let's draw our line in. And so here is our line. X equals -3. And notice, just like before, this line cuts through the x-axis at -3, 0. So notice that equations that are x equal will always cut through the x-axis, so those are the vertical lines, and the equations that are y equals will always cut through the y-axis and are always horizontal lines. So that's how I remember which equation is which. So up next, it looks like we are going to go into the next section and start talking about the different forms of a line. So see you then.